Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot with part 2 of my astrological Tarotscope readings for this next month of August. We're going to be covering the next 4 signs, which are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio in this reading. And if you are just tuning in, I'm going to put a card down that represents your astrological sign, and if you want to get to the one that's relevant to you, just slide your finger across on the video to the part that pertains to you. And also, like I said in the last video, some people tend to resonate with their astrological rising sign a little bit more with horoscopes and things like that. So I also encourage you to listen to the video that has to do with your rising sign, because there could be some hidden information in there, or it might just resonate more with you. So let's start with the sign of Leo. And for Leo, the first card we're going over is what they've been learning up into this point. And Leo has been learning the Star. The Star is just such a cool card. It's so magical. It really is about tapping into what is infinite within you. And you can see this woman who's drawing waters from the universal pool, and she's pouring some of those waters on the dry earth next to her, meaning that she's taking some of that magical energy and she is putting it into her own life in order to enrich it. But you can see she's also pouring some of that water back into that universal pond. And this implies that she's putting something back or paying something forward that's actually going to help the collective in some way. So with Leo, this could indicate that not only have you been drawing on abundance and blessings and just good things that other people are offering to you, but it could also be indicating that this has been your time up into this point where you've really been giving back as well. And we also just have this higher wisdom and perspective. The Star appears in the tarot after the darkest cards, like the Hangman and Death and the Devil and the Tower. And then suddenly we see the Star, and it's as if hope is returning. And so this could just indicate that you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that you're going towards the more hopeful, universal, or even wise spiritual aspects of yourself at this time. And then the other card we have is what you're learning in the month of August. So Leo, this is what's going to be coming up ahead for you. You got the Chariot. Very cool month for you. It's the birthday month of Leo, and it's just basically saying that you're leaving the walled city behind you, which is a representation for all of your comfort zone, for all the things that were familiar from before, and you're trusting the mystery. You're letting the sphinxes draw the chariot forward, meaning you're letting the unknown carry you forward. And when we see these two cards next to each other, the Star and the Chariot, there's just something magical happening right now. It's very mystical. And it's important for you to be courageous as you're going forward. The charioteer is already victorious. He's already wearing the crown. He already has the scepter. And if you look closely, the cloth behind his head is covered with those same stars that appear on the Star card. And this is just to say that when you trust your spirit, when you transcend your difficulties and go to that higher level, you're going to be able to win anything in your life, or anything that is adverse for you right now. You're going to be able to triumph over that by remembering that the challenge that you're confronting is what's temporary and that you are eternal. So this is going to be a cool month for Leo. All right, so the next sign that we're going to go over is Virgo. And the first card for Virgo is what Virgo's been learning up until this point. There's my Virgo card. Okay, so Virgo, you've been learning about the Two of Wands. And this is a good card. It represents ambition and moving forward and just wanting more for yourself. So this is sometimes a card that indicates there's a little bit of discomfort, but it's all there to make you grow or to make you want something more. You see the Lord of the Manor here. He's got everything he could possibly want, but he's holding that globe, which means that he still wants the world. He still wants to do something bigger or better. Sometimes this card comes up, especially for perfectionists like the Virgo sign, when it's saying that enough is enough, though. There's an insatiable quality to this card, where it's like no matter how much success you get, or no matter what breakthrough you've had, or no matter what you finally achieved, you're kind of looking at that next mountaintop as the next goal that's going to finally make you happy. So just don't fall into the rut of, I'll finally be happy when X happens, and instead be content in the moment and what you've been accomplishing. But also when we see that Two of Wands, it just says that you've been finding out what you have grown past, and now it's ready and time for you to move forward. So this could be indicating that you're setting your sights on new ambitions or projects. And the card that's ahead for you for August for Virgo is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And when the cards in tarot come up reversed, they can sometimes indicate a negligence of the aspect of the card when it's upright, or an excessive use of that energy. So in the case of the Eight of Pentacles reverse, this could indicate you're overworking, or it could indicate you're underworking. I'm not thinking that it's underworking though, because the card that comes up right before it is the Two of Wands, which is that ambitious, driving forward card. So I'd be willing to bet that you are in danger of overworking for the month of August. So pace yourself, make sure you get plenty of time to rest and recharge your batteries. This could be a time where you're just being overly productive, and it might be good for your career or your finances, but it might put some of the other aspects of your life out of whack, like your relationships, or also your self-care. So really watch that balance. Next, we have the astrological sign of Libra. And the first card that we're going to go into for Libra is what Libra's been learning up into this point. And that's the Page of Pentacles, which is a marvelous card of learning, studying, and also just putting yourself in a position to learn something new and be passionate about it. Whenever we see the Page of Pentacles, he is an earth element card, which means he's being practical. He might even be working on finances or money or long-term success. But of all the earth element cards, he's the one who's most got his head in the clouds. And so this could just indicate that you're still dreaming, you're cooking up some really great creative ideas. That red cap on the Page of Pentacles could indicate that your mind is focused on your passion and you're just pooling all your energy towards this project, which is going to promise to be successful. This is just saying a job has been well done because we've really been learning about every aspect of it. But here's the card that has to do with what Libra will be learning over the month of August, and that's the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is such a nurturing figure. Of all the Cups cards in the tarot, the Queen of Cups holds the most elaborately decorated chalice. And cups in the tarot represent feelings and emotions, and when the Queen has it in the most elaborate cup, it means she values her feelings and emotions most of all. This could indicate that it's so important for you to check in with what your feelings are saying, and also to open your heart up to life around you. Sometimes with that Page of Pentacles energy, it's a little cerebral and it's a little bit stuck in his head. And the Queen of Cups could be inviting you back into the realm of the romantic, the sensuous, the part of your life that is going on in your chest and not in your head. So it's important to open up to life experiences right now and value your feelings and emotions. And Queen of Cups can also just indicate that you're more sensitive and nurturing at this time for others. So this is going to be a good time to take care of others and also take care of yourself emotionally too. And then the last sign we're going through in this video is Scorpio. And the first card we have for Scorpio is what Scorpio has been learning up until this point. And that's the Eight of Cups. We see this card a lot. The Eight of Cups is showing that eclipse that's happening where the sun is being blocked out by the moon. And this is indicating that your inner needs, Scorpio, have been really acting up a lot more. You've been more sensitive, and it's important that you're keying into them and really trusting your instincts and intuition at this time. This is going to be taking precedence over even what other people would deem as practical or the right thing that you should do for your career, for example, or your image. The Eight of Cups is a card of retreat. It's so much in common with the Hermit card. It's about withdrawing and really getting in touch with what's been real. And then the card that really has to do with what you're going to be learning over the month of August, Scorpio, is the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords reverse represents guarding something that you've just gotten started. When swords are face down, they represent being on guard. They're not at the ready to attack. They're actually guarding something. So this indicates that something is just beginning. It's brand new, and you want to be very careful and protective of that. And it is near and dear to your heart, especially because of that Eight of Cups card. So August is going to be all about nurturing this new phase or this new condition in your life, but also being protective of it. So I hope you enjoyed part 2. If you did enjoy this video, I encourage you to go to elliotoracle.com and schedule a personal tarot session with me. These little mini readings are wonderful, but they're nothing compared to a one-on-one session that goes into all of your your concerns. So I look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks.